minute. Dude, just got the recording going. We're doing this really last minute little broadcast for everyone. Today is February the 23rd, 2023. And excuse me, we noticed something across the Cogno land, that the energy's hot. And what we're hearing is that people are really, really reactive to it. We were on a call today. Someone in Bogota, Colombia talked about it. I talked to people in Canada, here in Oregon. What kind of reports are you hearing, Bill?
I was in Los Angeles, and I was in a mall, in the parking lot of a mall, and amazingly, this is over the course of a few hours, people were screaming and honking. I come in, people are screaming all kinds of profanities, and they're not crazy. They're normal people, but and when I'm leaving, the exact same thing. It is it's hot, meaning there is a lot of emotional upheaval and fear and negativity. So it's these things do go in waves, and there's a wave going on at the moment. What's the point? Point of telling you this is, for yourself, don't react. Just like almost pull back and just kind of smile and just like, oh, look at that. Look at that. Because it's so easy to engage. If you're listening to this right now, you're at some level an empath. And what is an empath? An empath is someone who feels a feeling of another as if it's their own feeling. And it's not an even as if, it is, I feel it. The person that was in that parking lot that was yelling and screaming thought they were just angry. But I guarantee you, there were other people that they were picking up, and they just, I'm angry. They experience it as their own.
Yeah.
So
it spreads like wildfire, just
it's
like
wildfire.
Wildfire. Yeah. And Bill and I don't normally do this. We don't usually talk about like the energies or this or that, because it's really easy to pass off our own neurological automated responses of anger or fear or depression as, ooh, the energy's off today. So what we do first amongst our ranks is we get in there and we do our own Cognomovement session. And we clear out whatever that angst is, whatever that frustration, that fear. We get the neurological automated pattern out. But what we've noticed is, even amongst ourselves, that, we're having to do several sessions a day to keep our energy above water, which generally means something's happening out there. And like we said, it happens by like wildfire. It's kind of an infection. But one of the things that it seems as though right now there seems to be equal and opposite energies kind of, colliding on the planet right now. So, we're moving into that fourth dimension, fifth dimension energy, wherever you are. And there's kind of an equal and opposite thing that will happen occasionally that kind of knocks you off. Where it's coming from, I'm not sure. It could just be planetary changes, solar changes, Schumann resonance, whatever you want to blame it on. The important part is that you recognize it. What we're hearing out and about is that people are on the verge of doing some things, divorcing their husbands, blowing some things, blowing up relationships, destroying things that they've worked hard for. Where 3 days ago, things were going well, everything was going shiningly, energy seemed really positive and good, and things were working out well. And then all of a sudden you hit the wall, and now you're ready to blow that thing up that you just created. If you're in that place, our message is don't do it. Don't do it. Grab your Cogno ball and have it out. So what do I mean by that? So in my own session, I'm calling myself out here. My session this morning included some foul language, because I was trying to get the emotion to move up and out, this pressure that's being felt. And so this is the way to go about this. use your Cogno ball and say everything you're thinking. So if today, if you're hearing my voice and your energy's hot and you're blaming it on your husband and you're about to issue an ultimatum, do that with your Cogno ball alone in a session. Everything you think is real and true right now, say it out loud in a Cognomovement session while you're working your ball and letting your nervous system see if that's really the truth or not. I think the most likely answer is you're probably going to find that it's really not. It's something else going on. And you will be so grateful that you did that rather than going and, dropping a nuclear bomb somewhere, right, Bill? How are you handling it?
Well, just, what, if you recognize that, could it be that it's not even mine, and not engage? Part of this is us getting hot, and part of it is other people around us, and they get hot, and then we're like, so
Yeah.
so for me, the way I handle it is I kind of see a little bit of the humor in it. It's like, oh, okay, it's on, and it's okay, right? I try not to engage with it and just see it for what it is. And recognize that those people around me are suffering. They're suffering in some way that they don't understand. So that's it. But we just wanted to come on, just give you that little bit so that you could do something about it. And what I think we've experienced over time is most of the time when these things happen is just, it's me, my world, and everything's all mess right now, and I want to fight, about whatever,
Yeah.
and so just hearing this and knowing this too shall pass.
Yeah.
This too shall pass.
And here's how like you might be saying today, listen, Bill, I know my husband is just being a jackass on purpose. And you know what I mean? It's true. Reminds me of Abraham Hicks. It's true, Abraham. How do you know? How you know is you get your ball out and you do the thing. You say the whole thing out. You have it out with your Cognomovement session. Whether it's true or not, you're still going to come to a different, more resourceful answer. So just a couple of pieces of advice. Don't do anything negative. Just don't. Hold off. Let that happen another day. Use your ball. Get it through your system. But the other side of that is do something positive. So I was working yesterday and my technology just would not work. So after about 30 minutes, and I noticed I'm just frustrated, it's just not working. I thought, okay, done for today. And I went and did something else. So go do something else that you enjoy. If you're ladies, maybe you just enjoy going to TJ Maxx and touching stuff, looking through the if it just gets your mind off the thing that's frustrating you, do that. In this kind of energy, it's better to take your foot off the gas, walk away, and just do something that you enjoy. Do something lovely for someone else. If you have a girlfriend who's struggling today, go buy her flowers and deliver them. Take her out to dinner. Do something with an equal and opposite energy and force, which means something lovely, because this energy is kind of crappy. It's very aggressive and it's hot. So if you do the opposite, you can neutralize that energy, for anybody you come in contact with, and a little bit for the planet. Plus, it just feels better. Give yourself a break if you're in the middle of this thing and you're trying to continue to get some stuff done, important things. Maybe don't do important things during this energy. It'll pass in a day or two and you'll be back to your normal self. But in the meanwhile, take care of yourself. Take care of everybody's around you, who's around you, and just don't blow anything up.
Thank you.
Talk soon, you guys.